Women of Substance Music Podcast, show number 658.
Get ready to discover new quality music by female artists in genres from pop to Americana, rock to R&B, and everything in between. The online music landscape can be overwhelming, which is why we handpick the very best music just for our listeners. So be prepared to discover your next new favorite artist on today's Women of Substance Music Podcast.
Hey, how's it going? This is Bree Noble, and you're listening to the Women of Substance Music Podcast, where I'm playing the best music by female artists in all genres. And we're starting out this celebrating motherhood show with Suzie Brown. This is a really sweet song about the trials and tribulations and joys of being a stay-at-home mom. This is Everything I Need Is Here.
Snuggle up with me, let's turn on a show. I may fall asleep before the first commercial. Out there the band is about to go on. In here my bedtime has long come and gone. I'll catch that band when they come back next year, 'cause everything I need is here. 45 minutes just to get out the door. Crackers and milk are all over the floor. Road trip to the playground 2 miles away. That is our new version of a getaway. You and me in front, our girls in car seats in the rear. Everything I need is here. My heart has grown to the size of a small planet, filled with so much love I can hardly stand it. I miss almost all of the cool parties. I have no idea what is in the top 40. Staying up all night, but I can't sleep in. If I get 6 hours, I consider it a win. My skinny jeans haven't fit me in years, but everything I need is here. Yeah, everything I need is here.
Besides being an award-winning singer-songwriter, Elaine Mahon also has a PhD in extragalactic astronomy. Here is Elaine Mahon with You Are Not Alone.
Life is like a Ferris wheel. It can take you up to where you feel the wonder. When that wheel goes down again, it can take you back to where you've been and under. So when you're in the lost and found, when you're on unsteady ground, a broken heart you own. Even when you're running blind, in my heart you'll always find a place you can call home. You are not alone, I want you to know. You are not alone. Some say life is like a dream. You're floating headlong down the stream of slumber. Some say life's a tragedy that tears all of your hopes and dreams asunder. a broken heart you own. Even when you're running blind, in my heart you'll always find a place you can call home. You are not alone, I want you to know. You are not alone. Lay my baby down to sleep, and may he dream of life. In the darkness, let him see my love shines through the night. Life is like a melody sung just as pretty as you please, then thunder. Suddenly cacophony, a storm upon an angry sea, a hunger. So when you're in the lost and found, when you feel you're losing ground, a broken heart you own. Even when you're running blind, in my heart you'll always find a place you can call home. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone.
Hey, this is Bree Noble. If you're a female musician and you want to learn more about making great music, connecting with your audience, and growing your business, check out my popular podcast, Female Entrepreneur Musician, on iTunes or at femusician.com. Here's award-winning singer-songwriter DeDe Wedekind from Humble, Texas, who's a full-time songwriter and performing artist, with The Plans I Have for You.
For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future too. You will find your joy and strength renewed when you call on my name. When you call me, I will answer. When
songline creator, Cecilia Otto, is back sharing America's history through song. Her new album, The Songs of World War I, features great old patriotic standards, along with wonderful vintage tunes that reveal the times from a variety of perspectives. The Songs of World War I is now available on iTunes, Amazon, and CD Baby. Visit AmericanSongline.com for more on the album and upcoming live performances.
I love this song by Jan Seides about a woman who becomes a grandmother, definitely before her time. This is the granny song.
I still shop in the junior department, just like I've always done. Still work for my money, and me and my honey still go out in the evening looking for fun. But last year my little girl married, and this year guess what she did? Now how can my baby be having a baby when I'm still just a kid? She made me a granny before my time. How could that be when I'm in my prime? My hair's still shiny and my teeth are still mine. She made me a granny before my time. Now granny's got aches, granny's got pains, and grannies go slow when they drive. They roll down their stockings and head for the dock, and they're in bed by 8 and they're up by 5. So each time I pass by a mirror, I check to see who's there. 'Cause I'm more ready for rock and roll than I am for a rocking chair. She made me a granny before my time. How could that be when I'm in my prime? My knees still bend and I can see just fine. She made me a granny before my time. Well, the little one, he's sure a cutie, all those precious little fingers and toes. But his mama was wearing booties not all that long ago. It's only natural. He seems to take it in stride, but I noticed he eats a little less for dinner. And last night he asked me if his hair was any thinner, so I called up my mama to tell her, and got no sympathy. Why should you cry? She said, why should you mind it? Look what she's done to me. I'm a great granny before my time, but I don't care 'cause I'm in my prime. That's how I know you're gonna be just fine. Though she made you a granny before your time. Hey, yeah, she made me a granny before my time.
Kiirstin Marilyn's ballad, written for her refugee grandmother, has become an anthem for women's empowerment. Here's Kiirstin Marilyn with She.
She came, fleeing oppression and certain death, so I would know no fear, so I would know no fear. Yet here I stand, with one hand clutching my heart and the other tearing apart the fabric of a nation. act of war and survival. It's how I wound up here, how I wound up here. It's in my blood. I'll never take up an arm. I'll kill them all with my words. Break the silence of a nation. She is stronger than you think. She is a fighter, and she lights a fire inside of me. She will never ever die. The memory of her sacrifice will live on in my mind. I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to live. This is what I can give. This is all I can give. I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to live. I am what I can give. I am all I can give. She is stronger than you think. She is a fighter, and she lights a fire inside of me. She will never ever die. The memory of her sacrifice will live on in my mind. Will live on in my mind.
Here's a song by country singer-songwriter Leslie Tom from Denver. It focuses on how difficult it is to be a mom, but also how rewarding. This is The Hardest Thing I'll Ever Do.
It's the hardest thing I'll ever do. Trying to be a good mom to you. When I'm exhausted and wanna quit, I can't believe I asked for this. You kick and scream and pitch a fit. I grit my teeth to find my wits. I tell myself this is just a phase and pray for guidance every day. I thought I'd been through hard times, but life back then was an easy ride. A mama's job is never through, and raising you is the hardest thing I'll ever do. You're a Goldilocks hair with your daddy's eyes. You're a ketchup smile eating greasy French fries. You're a pink tutu in her ballet shoes. You can make me crazy and wash away my blues. I know that time will fly right by.
You'll grow up in the blink of an eye. I'll watch you go on your own one day and pray to God I'll be brave. I thought I'd been through hard times. The life back then was an easy ride. Her mama's job is never through, and raising you is the hardest thing I'll ever do. Even though we fuss and fight, it makes my day to hold you tight. 'Cause come what may, it's always easy loving you. I thought I'd been through hard times, but life back then was an easy ride. My mama's job is never through, and raising you, it's the hardest thing I'll ever do. But raising you is the best thing I get to do.
Imagine being a busy wife and mom, thinking your dream of a music career has long since passed you by. Then you feel called to enter a national talent search audition, and 4 weeks later, you're in Nashville recording your Clear Vision debut album. This happened to Beth Matthew.
Oh Lord, I pray for your clear vision. Help me see the good in others, family, friends, sisters and brothers, and in those I meet every day. I pray to Lord your heart I display.
Be inspired by Beth's songs and stories at bethmatthew.com. That's Matthew with 2 T's. www.bethmatthew.com.
This is Jen Eads from the Brassy Broadcast, the weekly show where dames from across the music industry stop by to dish about the business of music. And you're listening to the Women of Substance Radio podcast with your host, Bree Noble.
Up next is a touching song by Roberta Schultz about spending time with her grandmother and the stories she'd tell. This is The Papers.
Babe sits at the table in the bright white kitchen light, pours a drop of coffee in my milk. She laughs like a coyote at Red Skelton's latest plight. My head leans on her knees that feel like silk. She hands me half a Brillo pad, and we begin to scrub the stove, the sink, the table, and its chrome. When gray linoleum's shining and there's nothing left to rub, we fill our cups and talk about her home. Oval portrait of her love, all that woolly black hair ranging, glowering at us from above on the wall. And the praying hands of Jesus in a golden lighted frame. Sees us all, he sees us all, he sees us all. Well, I was doing mill work when I was just your age. She says this as a fact without regret. Then she pulls out some papers from a little cedar chest, a ritual that I won't soon forget. My dad was from Montana, a Blackfoot Indian boy, the meanest Indians in the old Wild West. I touch the paper's edges like they are the sacred scrolls. Her her story takes the turn I love the best. Oval portrait of her love, all that woolly black hair raging, glowering at us from above on the wall. And the praying hands of Jesus in a golden lighted frame. Sees us all, he sees us all, he sees us all. My daddy and his daddy joined the troop of Buffalo Bill. They traveled east and camped out at the zoo. They play the part of Indians in the Wild West traveling show, and that wasn't hard because that part was true. When Grandpa got in trouble in a bar in Portsmouth town, they sold my daddy to a farm up there. These papers tell how Daddy would work till 21 for reading, writing, arithmetic, and care. Oval portrait of her love, all that woolly black hair raging, glowering at us from above on the wall. And the praying hands of Jesus in a golden lighted frame. Sees us all, he sees us all, he sees us all. Babe folds up the papers with her hands so smooth and brown, tucks them very gently in their place. Our ceremony ended, we drink our coffee down and share a little silence in our space. Oval portrait of her love, all that woolly black hair raging, glowering at us from above on the wall. And the praying hands of Jesus in a golden lighted frame. Sees us all, he sees us all, he sees us all, he sees us all, he sees us all.
Here's Rhonda Rattansingh from Trinidad and Tobago with Thank You, Mother.
Thank you, my heart longs to say. You're precious in every way. Thank you, Mother. There's no other who could have done the things you did or lived the way you lived. Just for me. Thank you, Mother, unselfish you are. Thank you, Mother, for your loving heart and your patience all through the years as you attended to all of my cares. A sleepless night, and all the sacrifice. The your loving heart and your patience all through the years. Thank you, Mother. There's no other who could have done the things you did or lived the way you lived. Thank you, Mother. Mother, you are my rock, my star. Mother, you are my rock, my star.
Cashbox Magazine has described Niecie as a raw and soulful rock and blues powerhouse. Here's Niecie with Dear Mother.
Dear, dear mother, as I sit here trying to write you this letter, trying to see through these tears in my eyes. My mind goes way back to my childhood. Oh, my heart cries. That's what I feel about you, Mother. You were, yes, my guiding angel. Mama, my love is so deep. I know if I had listened to you, Mother, I know I wouldn't be down here. I wouldn't be down here all by my lone. Oh, I know you told me, Mother. You told me. Seems like yesterday. You told me if I didn't straighten up, my life would be a prison someday. But here I am, Mama, just like you said. Well, my mother, you tell my big brother, I want you to tell him to be good and do what you say. 'Cause I know if he had listened to you, Mama, I know he'd come down here and pray. Well, I got to go. Bye, bye.
The new and original Female Mixing Engineers Music Podcast is premiering July 2017, a totally unique podcast that spotlights 4 amazing songs created by 4 very talented ladies in 4 different home studio environments. Discover the show at www.femalemixingengineers.com. Do you mix, master, produce, edit, or record and want to show off your audio skills? Help inspire other females to get involved in the techie side of music creation by submitting your tracks to info@femalemixingengineers.com to be considered for a feature on this exciting new show.
Raina Krangle has been described as a cross between Sheryl Crow, Janis Joplin, Bonnie Raitt, and Natalie Merchant. Here's her song, You'll Come Around.
You stand far, and I stand near. Come over here, my dear. You say black, and I say white. Don't wanna fight tonight, 'cause it's nothing about you, and it's nothing about me. It's just the way it is now, the way it's got to be. It's just the way it is now, the way it's got to be. For now, you say up, and I say down. You'll come around, I know, 'cause it's nothing about you, and it's nothing about me. It's just the way it is now, the way it's got to be. It's just the way it is now, the way it's got to be. For now, you'll come around. Oh, you'll come around. You'll come around.
Are you an independent artist? Are you looking for a supportive community where you can learn, grow, and thrive as an independent musician? Come be a part of our free community on Facebook exclusively for female artists, the Women of Substance Artists Community. Join us at woscommunity.com. Marie Bellet writes songs about the everyday struggles of a mother of 5 children. Here's Marie Bellet with Ordinary Time.
There will come a day for quiet kitchen mornings, lunches with the girls, book clubs in the afternoon. There will come a day for chintz flowers on my sofa, just the perfect lipstick, matching purse and shoes. There will come a day without constant interruption, confusing all my senses, my reason and my rhyme. But for now I trip on the backpacks in the hallway, scrub the crayon from the wall that marks this ordinary time. There will come a day for uneventful dinners where no one drops their fork or spills their milk upon the floor. There will come a day I'll be wiser, I'll be thinner, I will finish conversations before rushing out the door. Well, isn't that the way it is for all those happy women who smile at me from magazines there in the checkout line? Well, what about the tired, the simple and forgotten? Blessed be the ordinary here in ordinary time. He said, who will feed my sheep? Who will heed their cry? I said, I am vain and weak, but surely I will try. And you know everything, and you know that I'm just an ordinary woman here in ordinary time. There will come a day when everything is order, and I will be the queen of everything I see. And how my heart will leap to find one backpack in the hallway with the promise of a face and a story just for me. So may I never yearn for those cocktail conversations, clever observations made for fashionable minds. May I finally learn to be happy and have patience with the constant changing rhythm of this ordinary time, the constant changing rhythm of this ordinary time.
It's been great hanging out with you and sharing all this music celebrating motherhood. I've got one more song to go, but first I want to thank our sponsors for this episode, Cecilia Otto's American Songline, Beth Matthew, and Female Mixing Engineers Podcast. Thanks so much for supporting us. Now, our listeners, please go to wospodcast.com, type in the top search box # 658. That's for episode number 658 that you're listening to right now. That will bring up all the information on the show, including links to our sponsors. So you can go to their websites, purchase their music, support them, thank them for supporting us. Also, you get links to all the songs that you heard on the show today. We're closing out the show with a mom who performs all over the world with her daughter. This is Kelly Newton-Wordsworth with her tongue-in-cheek song, Just a Housewife.
Well, I love to look into your eyes so blue. I could spend every hour of my day playing with you. And I've done so many things that are exciting in my life, but nothing to compare to being a mother and a wife. Well, I've often talked to women so embarrassed as they say, I'm only just a housewife and I don't earn any pay. Well, I feel so dull and boring, I don't do a job like you. Well, now the tide has turned, I want to sing these words for you. Well, I'm proud to be a housewife, just to make a house a home, spending hours loving children, it's the greatest job I know. You don't have to make excuses for not working, don't you see? You're creating for the future, a generation proud and free. In my younger days, my mother used to say to me, one day you'll settle down, girl, you won't be so wild and free. Well, I did not believe her, my career was all I knew. Staying home with kids, it was the last thing I would do. But now I'm proud to be a housewife, just to make a house a home, spending hours loving children, it's the greatest job I know. You don't have to make excuses for not working, don't you see? You're creating for the future, a generation proud and free. Well, I'm proud to be a housewife, just to make a house a home, spending hours loving children, it's the greatest job I know. You don't have to make excuses for not working, don't you see? You're creating for the future, a generation proud and free.
Thanks for joining us today for the Women of Substance Music Podcast. Head on over to wospodcast.com to get links to purchase the music you heard today and to claim your free audiobook. If you love discovering new music, we encourage you to hit the subscribe button to receive a fresh new batch of music each weekday. And if you enjoy our format, please leave a written review for the show and share the link on social media. We and our artists are very grateful for your support. At Women of Substance, our mission is clear: to deliver the best music by female artists in all genres directly to you, our listeners.